Get ready to rock, America. It's the Smith and Milano Podcast, brought to you by Treehouse Comedy Production. Here's R.C. Smith and Lou Milano.
You get my cough?
I did. I didn't even realize we were on. As usual, I had no idea that we had started taping.
That's how I welcome us to the show now with airborne illness.
Nice, thank you. I really was hoping to come up here and catch Ebola here in your garage.
That's everyone's go-to disease. We have talked about this, right?
Right. Everybody.
Because you can't say any other disease because people get pissed off.
Because they'll be offended in some way.
Yeah. Although there's probably somebody out there with Ebola right now pretty pissed off.
And I like the fact that this show's a little bit different this week because we have an actual car in the garage with us this week.
This is not a two-car garage where we do
It's barely a one-car garage, and yet there's a car in here.
Well, it's a Mini Cooper.
It is a Mini Cooper, which is very cool. Yeah. And I like the fact that the exhaust is right by the table, so if the show starts tanking, we can kill ourselves.
Get ready to kill ourselves.
I'm R.C. Smith.
Yeah.
And I actually invented the Mini Cooper. I was the first guy to drive a Mini Cooper.
Nice.
And it was my idea to design the Mini Cooper.
Excellent. My name is Lou Milano, and I am an amateur botanist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you even know what a botanist is?
Yeah,
What's
plants
a botanist?
And shit, man.
Plants and shit. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Here's one more from the road.
I'm a road warrior. I love going on the road.
That's why the road. It's named The Road.
That's
one
right.
more from The Road.
Because I have a lot of stories.
Uh-huh.
But this week I thought I would actually ask you a question.
Okay.
And actually talk about not just going on the road, but being on the road.
Challenge accepted. Let's do this.
How's your stamina when you're on the road?
Oh, baby, you don't even want to know. My record, I think, was I drove straight through from New York, Brewster, New York,
right,
to Marco Island, Florida. No sleep, 3 stops.
Wow, and that's probably 25 hours, maybe.
Yeah, it was very unsafe. The only way my buddy and I were moving down there. We had to take both cars, so we couldn't alternate. But we stayed in touch. I think we had remember the bleep Nextel phones?
Yeah.
That's how we kept each other awake.
Which made that annoying sound, like you're like fucking talking. They were walkie-talkies.
Yeah, and it had to be more than 3 stops. That's not even possible. Gas.
No, because you got to. It's at least half a dozen for gas. I would think.
But there was no sleeping whatsoever.
Right.
So my stamina is very, very good.
Well, I'm the same way, and I drive no matter who I'm with, whether it's my family or friends or other comics. Well, that's bullshit because I don't give other comics rides ever.
No.
I fucking refuse.
That's terrible.
If someone calls me and says, "Hey, RC, I see that we're working in Ohio together next week. Can I get a ride?" I say no.
Do you really say no?
Always. No, you can't get a ride.
You don't provide a reason.
No, it's just no.
What a dick.
Yeah.
What if I was playing Ohio?
I'll meet you there.
Oh, burn. Burn. Unexpected.
I like you.
Burn.
And we'd probably have a good time on the road together.
Well, I don't think I want to talk to you.
I travel alone. I got my car. Listen, I spend...
Just touch feet? Maybe that's a good reason to not ride together. We'd accidentally touch hands.
Or even worse, I'm driving and you fall asleep on my shoulder. That would be terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, but my car time is my time. That's me time.
I completely agree.
I got my music at the level I want it at. I can listen to the same song over and over again if I want. I stop where I want. I eat where I want. And I don't need some comic sitting in the car next to me.
Trying to make jokes the whole time.
Hey, is this funny? No, it's not fucking funny at all. And then there's always some reason that they can't pay for gas or they can't eat wherever it is you're stopping.
Yeah.
And their personal
gluten-free lifestyle.
Their personal hygiene sucks. At some point, they asked me if I can get them a job doing warm-up for TV shows.
So it's a very, I understand you.
It's terrible.
I'm with you.
It's just terrible.
I'm with you.
But I think I set my personal record 2 weeks ago. My family and I were down in Florida. Driving down to Florida is great because you have energy, you're excited, you can't wait to get there. So we usually do it in 2 days.
Right. That's what most people do.
And roughly 10 hours each day. All right. Maybe somewhere in North or South Carolina, and then North or South Carolina down to Florida.
Right.
And we're there. All right. driving home, I want to get home as soon as possible.
Get it over with.
Because once you hit New Jersey, the traffic sucks. It's just bad. It's bad. And you're adding probably another hour and a half to 2 hours on your trip. Mm-hmm. So I said this time, you know what? We're going to fucking strong arm this trip. The first day, 15 hours.
Okay.
So 15 hours from Florida to Petersburg, Virginia.
Okay.
Left at 6:30 in the morning, which meant 7:15 because no one can ever fucking get ready on time. I'm ready to go.
Right.
Get in the car. No, there's always something.
Right.
Something got left behind, or we have to turn around, or the goodbyes take longer, and I'm in the driveway ready to fucking
honking,
go.
Yeah.
Me and the dog. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's move
Get
it.
in the car.
That could be your new family. Just leave them.
Now,
next
of
time.
course, I don't say that at all. Because if I was like, let's go, then it would be a hell ride.
Yeah.
So I sit there screaming inside my head. But
Been
not
there.
out loud.
Right. So you did the first leg in 15 hours.
15 hours.
And where in Virginia were you?
Petersburg, which is about 40 miles. Which is about 40 miles south of Richmond.
Okay.
All right. And I got to tell you that I was good the entire trip, but the last 3 hours are kind of a blur. Because it was dark, it was cold, and I might not have been seeing things the way I should be. I'm driving, and I'm like, did anybody else see that Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yeah. And on the way down, if you get a little loopy, it's not so bad. The road is straight enough and boring enough and safe enough where it's cool, but it's got enough turns to keep you awake.
Exactly.
On the way home, it's fucking...
On the way home.
When you hit the turnpike, it's everybody's doing 95.
Right.
And like weaving in and out of traffic, you have no shoulder.
No, and also this time of year, the sun sets early.
Right.
So the sun sets at 4:30.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden,
blowing at 40
it's
miles an hour.
7 o'clock, but it feels like it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You know, and in Virginia, there's a lot of woods on both sides.
Woods.
And you're fucking driving, and you're not even really sure, was that exit 5,000? You have no idea where you are. You know, the kids are asleep because they think it's midnight. You know, my wife doesn't really drive, so she's trying to catch a nap. Even the dog is past that. So it's just me, the Jedi warrior, alone in this fucking car.
Yes.
In my X-Wing fighter, fucking driving into the darkness of the tunnel of the Death Star.
Right.
Wow. I will never drive 15 hours again.
No,
straight, ever, in my entire life. I don't care if we have to break it up into 4 days.
I think the time of year plays a big part of it, though. Like what you said,
when that sun goes down, that's it.
It being cold, the wind.
It's no man's land. It's fucking no man's land.
Yeah, and if you get like your car breaks down or you get in an accident there, nightmare scenario.
Exactly. And I'm also, I'm listening to the radio, but I'm singing the words to songs that are nowhere near right, and I don't fucking give a shit.
To keep yourself awake.
To keep
so
myself
you don't
awake.
die.
So I don't die, or even worse, kill members of my family.
You love your family.
Because the guilt would be unbearable.
Right.
And then we would be trapped. It would be just me and the dog forced to be in this car with my family. It would just be bad.
You know how my brain works?
We'd be like
I just thought about the scenario you laid out and how that would have affected me. Imagine doing the fucking podcast with you after that.
Right.
You sitting there.
No.
This is me and the dog. I'd be like, this isn't funny.
That would be one from the road. So what did you do this week?
Killed my family.
I killed my family. Had to eat one of them.
Do me a favor, turn on that Mini Cooper and leave the door shut.
Because no one found us for a couple of days, and I lost my leg from the knee down.
There you go. Literally one more from the road.
Start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
This is The Five with Smith and Milano.
Houston, Atlanta, it's roll program.
5 topics, all funny shit. Here's number 1.
Out of Newsweek, sex robots. You and I have talked about them many times before.
Are we pro sex robots? Have we decided, or have we not really voted on it?
That's a good question. I don't know my feeling about sex robots. I guess I'm pro choice to have a sex robot for everyone. I'm not going to have one personally.
Do they look real?
They already look kind of real.
Uh-huh.
But they're still in the infancy kind of technology area where it's creepy. What worries me about the sex robot thing is when the technology advances and they're so realistic looking that you cannot tell them apart from human beings, and that time will come, then I'll feel like, oh, maybe I need one of these, and then I'll have to look at myself in the mirror every morning and go, you are a fucking idiot.
I'm gonna be a little wishy-washy on this, and I'm gonna say that I'm against sex robots, but if the opportunity presents itself, I'm probably not saying no.
Okay, well, here's where this article will push you further into your anti-sex robot.
All right.
Okay.
So so I will definitely say no after hearing this story.
And if I'm wavering down the road when they get so realistic and attractive, this will prevent me as well from getting involved with a sex robot. Sex robots.
And by the way, I should just say that the only reason that I'm saying that is because there's been probably hundreds of situations in my life where I said, okay, what the hell?
Right, yeah. Oh, me too.
Yeah,
so I should have been leaning anti already.
Right.
But if I'm not there, this will push me over. Sex robots could be hijacked by hackers and used to harm or even kill the people using them.
So you could be killed while you're having sex with the sex robot.
Yeah, cybersecurity expert are warning. Artificial intelligence researchers have consistently warned of the security risks posed by internet-connected robots, with hundreds recently calling on governments to ban weaponized robots. Yeah, the latest warning comes from a cybersecurity expert who made the prophecy to several UK newspapers. Hackers can hack into a robot or a robotic device and have full control of the connections, arms, legs, and other attached tools, like in some cases knives or welding devices.
Wow.
This guy, the expert, is Nicholas Patterson.
So let me picture this. So you're having sex with this robot that looks realistic. All right. Let's just assume for this conversation that you're in the missionary position.
Okay.
All right.
I had it reverse cowgirl, but whatever.
well, but I think if it's reverse cowgirl, I don't think they're going to be able to harm you as much as in the missionary position.
Well, can they spin at the waist? If they could spin at the waist, I mean, you're talking about fractions of a second.
Oh my God! What if the bottom part stays facing in reverse cowgirl, but the top part spins and faces towards you?
Yeah, you got to malfunction.
That would be creepy.
Yeah, you're on the phone with customer service. This is bullshit. You know,
this is bullshit. But
I appreciate the head swivel when it counts. But wait, I didn't ask for that.
But think of the possibilities if the bottom is facing one way and the top is facing the other. There's a couple possibilities.
Well, yeah, no,
that wouldn't be bad. Anyway, so let's go with missionary position.
Missionary position.
So while you're caught in the throes of passion, someone could hack in and the robot could start strangling you.
Yep, and you're even more vulnerable if it's just a straight cowgirl, not a reverse cowgirl, because they're on top already.
And here's another thing too.
Stabbing you to death.
At what point do you realize that the strangling isn't part of the play?
Fun? Yeah. When you say your safe word 61 times.
Yeah.
Duluth.
No, that's your safe word? What's your safe word? My safe word is...
I was watching Fargo this morning. So.
No, my safe word is Hillary. Hillary!
Yeah, if you say it a couple thousand times,
Hillary,
through the chokes,
right,
and she's not letting up, you know that Glenn in San Diego, California, is having a good laugh at his laptop.
And it also sucks that my last words would be Hillary. That sucks.
Yeah. So there are the dangers. Just like anything else, I mean, it's a computer at the end of the day, and can be manipulated by other people if you don't have.
And by the way, I just have to say, there's always some motherfucker that has to ruin it for everybody.
Absolutely.
All I want to do is have sex with my robot.
Right.
And there's some little nerd who decides to ruin it for me.
Well, here's the thing. Here's where I think this danger won't come into play. The person who always ruins all of our experiences is typically a guy who can't get laid and is lashing out at the world.
Always.
But now he's going to have his own super hot sex robot to be busy with, and likely will not be programming other robots to kill you.
He'll be jealous that your sex robot might be a little bit hotter than his sex robot.
You got like a premium package.
Right, but of course he's, some failed comic who drives a cab.
Anybody in particular you want to mention?
No. And, but we know. And you know that he's pissed off that the guy who's funny and works in TV can afford the great sex
Anybody
robot.
in particular we're talking about?
No.
But we know.
You know.
Okay.
So there's always going to be a jealousy factor to make him ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah, you're fair. Everything you just said was very fair.
DOS. Disk Operating System.
DOS.